All right, what's up, guys? Coach Stewart here with Powerhouse Baseball Development. I know, obviously, unless you've been living under a rock, the coronavirus has shut down pretty much everything. Obviously, Major League Baseball, spring training's canceled. They're going to push back the season. There's a lot of states where high school seasons, just getting underway or mid-season, they're getting canceled. There's a lot of baseball activity, so to speak, that is just being postponed or being canceled. So we have a lot of free time now. Well, how can we get better? Because at some point, this thing's going to be gone, and we're going to get back on the field, and we don't want to be rusty when we get back on the field. So how can we improve without playing every day or without being able to practice with your school teams or going to the normal facilities you go to? How can we get better? And so today I wanted to give you 7 things that you can do that when we do start playing again, you'll be a better player from this break because of what you do during this break. And so let's jump right into those. 1, glove, tennis ball, hand drills. There's clearly a ton of different hand drills that you can do on the knees, standing up, just throwing the ball against the wall, work on the forehand, hands to your chest, working 2-hand, clearly working backhand. You can never do that stuff enough because when it's go time in a game, you just want the body to react. You want all the work that you put in prior to making a play. You just want your body to take over and you make the play. And in pretty much any game, 80 to 85%, maybe more on a lower level, or of the routine plays, you make those and you're going to win a lot of ball games. Not often do we see that the superstar play is the play that wins the game. Sometimes it is, but for the most part, the routine plays, the team that makes the routine plays, that ground ball, making a throw over, catching fly balls in the outfield, going to the right bag, know where you're going, the routine plays are going to be the teams. The teams that make those plays are going to be the teams that win the games. So hands drills, you can do that, tennis ball, glove, or I like to use pancake mitts with our teams, or bare hand, whatever you want to do. Number 2, a very, very simple thing that you can do that will help, especially for the younger kids. I did this for hours and hours and hours and hours. You can do it while you're watching TV. You can do it while you're watching this video. Baseball, we want to throw. As I was an outfielder, so I wanted to throw 4-seam. I wanted to make sure I got the grip, my 4-seam grip, right out the glove every time. And as a young player, and your hands are not big enough yet, maybe, so you fumble with the ball a lot. We can't fumble with the ball or it gets us out of our throwing rhythm. So ball and glove, ball out of glove, ball and glove, ball out of glove, roll it around. And you want to try and get your fingers on the 4-seam, on the strings, every time as quick as you can. Number 3, tee work. Getting tee work. If you go to a facility, a lot of times they're restricting the number of people that can be in a facility at one time. So tee work, just working on staying through the ball, getting the whip in your bat. There's no pressure. It's just really getting it down to simple motions. Move the tee around, work on pitches that maybe you struggle with right now, and it's a time to get better with no pressure, okay? You may not know when you're going to be playing again. You may start playing again in a month. So take this time to really work on your game that maybe you have some deficiencies in. So get on the tee. If you have a little tee in the net at home, you can do that. You can go out and get an inexpensive tee and just get your reps in. The brain doesn't know the difference between fast and slow. All it knows is connections. So spend this time building the right connection over and over. And then when it's time to hit, that connection has been built strong. So then the brain will just fire and it'll know exactly what to do. Strength and conditioning and flexibility. So if you notice that maybe you've been playing a little bit and you're not as flexible as you need to be, or you have some weaknesses in certain parts of the body, right now is a good time to strengthen those. Always hit your forearm drills. Always stretch. Maybe hip flexors, hamstrings, shoulders. Work all your core stuff that you're going to be using all throughout games. So strength training and conditioning, it's a good time to do it now while we have this little bit of a break. Visualizations. So 5 visualizations. You need no equipment for this. 0 equipment. Visualizations. Picture yourself in the box and go through your delivery, your swing, your load, all that, and visualize yourself hitting the ball. Visualize yourself in the outfield tracking down balls. Visualize yourself getting a good lead and anticipating breaks, or stealing bases. Just every aspect of the game, you can visualize yourself making a better play than maybe something that you did the past couple of weeks or something you're struggling on. It's your time to get mental reps while not having any equipment or time to practice. Okay, improving the mental part of the game, and anyone who has played for me or anyone who's watched our information knows I'm very big on mental preparation, understanding that when crap hits the fan, you can't melt down. And we teach our players ways to prepare for that, ways to deal with that when that happens. If you make an error, you have to go to the next play. So we use a lot of the Cain mental performance mastery stuff. That has helped us out tremendously. I get BrianCain.com, just go in there and you can see his stuff that he puts out. He has some free stuff. Take that time to become mentally stronger, and that will benefit you, because sometimes in the course of once a season gets rolling and you're playing 3, 4, 5 games a week, and you got schoolwork and all this other stuff, you're just trying to get rest, you're trying to get nutrition, you're trying to take care of your grades, and a lot of this stuff kind of falls by the wayside because you're just playing so much. Okay, so learning a new position, learning the responsibilities of a new position. I always tell my guys, the more valuable you are to a team, the better chance you have of getting playing time. Sometimes, not very often, I have kids who come in and that's, what position do you play? Oh, I'm a shortstop. Okay. What else do you play? Oh, no. I just play shortstop. Okay, well, if I have another shortstop or 2 other shortstops that are better than you, hitting, just all around, how much of the field are you going to see? How much playing time are you going to get? So, but if you come in and you say, I can play anywhere, coach. Oh, okay. And then we get in a bind, and I can put you in the outfield when you're typically an infielder, or I can put you at first base, or I can put you at third base, or I can put you in at catcher. And you understand not just playing that position, you understand responsibilities, you understand coverages, bunt coverages, where you're supposed to be on cutoff. If you know that type of stuff, I can plug and play, and you become more valuable to a team, essentially earning more playing time just by taking some extra time to learn new positions. So if there's a position you're not really that familiar with right now, because maybe your whole life you've been an outfielder or your whole life you've been an infielder, take that time to learn those responsibilities, and watch some videos of all-stars doing it. And then that way, when you come back or we start playing again, and the coach says, hey, I'm in a bind, who can play this? You run out there with your glove and you're fine. And so you become more valuable to a team. And so that's really important. One of the things that, okay, so this is number 7. One of the things, if you're a tech person, okay, and you like looking at a lot of videos and you do a video analysis and all this stuff, how about put together maybe 6 or 7 pictures and then play it, put together a reel of 6 or 7 pictures and then play it and then work on getting your leads off the pitching. Because different pitchers are going to have different sets, they're going to have different looks. Some may set low, some may set high, some may hold for 1 second, 1.5. One may 2 look, one may 1 look. They did have different pick-off angles. If you learn that stuff right now, because a lot of times we don't spend a lot of time on that. We do spend time on that, but you know, in the course of preseason and off season, we don't spend a lot of time on that. And so if you're a tech person and you like looking at that stuff, you can put together yourself a reel of maybe 6, 7, 10 pictures and watch them, you know, on a computer or whatever, and work on getting your leads and getting your jumps. I know that's you know, taking a little bit more work, but if you can steal bases, I mean, that's like a coach's dream, you know, especially if you're not maybe like a fast guy and you rely on getting a good jump, or you're going, you know, first to third on a base hit versus getting jammed up at second and you can't go anywhere because you get a slow jump. That type of stuff, you know, in my mind, as a coach, the more pressure we can put on a team by running, we're going to score some runs. And it gets in a pitcher's head, it gets in a defense's head because they're worried about base runners. So I know that one's kind of like, you know, it's not like a typical drill, but put together a reel of pictures and maybe, you know, about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, play those and work on getting leads and getting jumps off of the video. Even throw some pickoffs in there. And that way, you can do it in a small area. You don't need to be on the field doing it. You know, I think that would help. I mean, anything at this point, any improvement that you can do will help. Because at some point, we're going to be back on the field playing. And they may say, okay, you're going to have, you know, a week to practice, and then now we're going to play. So whatever you do in this break or whatever is going to benefit you and benefit your team, while others are just sitting around eating ice cream. So hopefully those help out. As always, we appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram, Powerhouse Baseball Development. You can find us on YouTube, Powerhouse Baseball Development, and like and subscribe to our channel. And if you want some great merchandise, some Powerhouse Baseball merchandise, you can go to powerhousebaseball318.com. We have merchandise on there. We have tips and drills. You can schedule training sessions. You can look at the camps that's coming up. So it's a good resource to learn more, you know, about the game and improve as a player. So, all right, wash your hands, stay clean, drink lots of water, don't do anything stupid, and have a great day. Thanks for